Alright, so hey guys, I'm back after quite a while. I had a video filmed and edited, or two actually, filmed and edited about a month ago, but I lost both of them. One was a Scube tutorial, which I will be linking to a better one probably in the description, as well as my own video on something else on that, and a video on how to super flip some cubes. But today we're doing a Pyraminx tutorial, so let's get into it. So, before we get into algorithms and all of that, I'm going to show you how to do it and the steps that are sort of involved in it. So basically what you do is you solve obviously the little tip parts. You get these are the centers. You get the 3 centers to match up. You solve the bottom completely. Then you do a step on the top. And depending on what happens, you do another step. So that is literally all there is for Pyraminx. Let's get into it. Alright, so after this video, I'm going to recommend that you learn to solve color neutral, which means that you'll be able to solve on yellow, green, red, and blue instead of just yellow like I'm doing here for the example. But yeah, so the first step, like I said, was doing the centers, or first I guess you could solve the little tips, since this is a basic tutorial and you don't need to have anything too advanced yet. So what we will be doing is we solved out the tips. There's only one of like 2 or 3 things that could happen here. You want to get these 3 pieces, so 1, 2, 3, to match with the same color, right? So we choose a side, and there's 1 here, and there's already 2 here, but that's not always the best. So on 3x3, for example, it's common sense to use the side that has most. On Pyraminx, that is not always the case, because you see that since there's 2, and the third one's over here, you're going to want to match the third one up to on top of where the other 2 are, just like this, and then you're going to want to bring those pieces up. So since this is already on top, you can bring this side up, and then bring that side up, and see you already have those 3 done. But in case if it wasn't on top and you just brought it up, that's more to deal with and that's no fun, so always match it up on top and bring those up. Alright, so there's another case, unlike last time, where we had 2 that were already connected. You can also get it so that the same pieces are not connected, and this is why it's best to solve on color neutral, because most of the time there will be pieces that are already connected, but you know, I'm solving on yellow for examples. So what you'll want to do is, when they're not connected, you'll just choose a random one, and you'll look at this, right, and you'll see, okay, this piece is on the bottom and this piece is on the top, right? So you're just going to want to bring one of them up, right? Because the one's on the bottom, you'll just bring that up, and then you only have 1 left, so that is, you just bring the top over, and that's all it is. There's one more case that I'll show you in just a second, so yeah. Alright, so you can also get it where 2 are already connected, and there's 1 on the same layer instead of being up here like last time, if you remember. So basically when that happens, all you do is, I think you could use a little bit of common sense here, but you just move it over, and that is all. That's all for solving centers. Let's move on to the edges, which are, well, these pieces right here, where you get the bottom. Yeah, and just like centers can have different orientations, so can the edges. The edges, in my opinion, are arguably one of the easiest parts. Basically, all that you do is you find the pieces that are the same color. So this is red and yellow, and we're solving on yellow, right? So you take the side that has red and yellow on it, you know, and you'll match that up. So you want it so that when these pieces are matched up, you can't see the yellow. So this is technically correct since it's on the red and yellow, but you can still see the yellow. So if you move it over like this, red's connected to red and yellow's off to the side. Then what you want to do is you're just gonna simply bring the side that the yellow is not on up. You're gonna want to replace the piece that's in there with the red with the yellow that you already have, right, so that it connects. So basically just a U prime. and then restore the piece back down, because you always need to do that to get it back where it is. And just by a stroke of luck, this already matched up itself, but if it wasn't, you would just match it up one more time so that you can't see the yellow as much, and the greens connect. You bring the side that the yellow is not on up, put that in with a U prime, bring it back down, and it's the same thing for this. Up, over, down, just like that. Now, you can also get that so that it's on the opposite side. You see that the yellow was over here last time, but now when you match it up, it's over here. And there's no difference really except the side that you bring up. So once again, you've matched up the colors so that you can't really see the green and they're connected. And then you bring the side that the yellow is not on up, put the piece in with the other yellows, so match it over, bring it back down. There you go, perfect. You can also get it so that the piece is in the right place, but it's flipped, so that you see that this is yellow and blue, but they're not matched. So what you want to do is you will just hold it in front of you, bring either side up, it doesn't matter. You'll bring either side up, do a U or a U prime, that also doesn't matter, and you'll bring it back down. So basically all you did was you replaced it with another piece like you did before. So up, move it over, down, and then you'll see that it just turned into one of the things that we had before. If you did it the other way, it would be on the other side, but this is yellow and blue. You matched up the blue so that you can't see the yellow, and then you bring the side that the yellow is not on up, move that in, bring it back down. Perfect. That won't usually solve everything, but sometimes it does. But yeah, there's one more thing that I'd like to show you. Alright, so if you can't find a piece, that usually means that it's in a different slot, so that you see that this is yellow, and it's on the bottom where it's supposed to be, but this is green, which is not correct. So basically what you want to do is you're going to want to take the correct piece and put that in first. So this is yellow-blue. You match it up so that you can't see the yellow. Bring the side that the yellow is not on up. Bring it in, put it down, and you'll see that that took out the other yellow, which was previously in this spot. So that matched it up for us, and we'll just do the same thing. So match it up so that you can't see the yellow. Bring the side that the yellow is not on up, move it in, and bring it back down, and there you go. That is all you can do for the edges. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Alright, so once you've solved the bottom, centers, edges, and the little tip things that don't really matter, there are three things that can happen. So either the entire thing will be solved, something that I'm going to show you after could happen, or this could happen, where none of the pieces really match. So what you want to do when that happens is you'll just turn the top until something matches. So we already saw that this matched, and we already saw that, or we found out that this piece matches, right? So red and blue match, green and blue match. And so what you want to do when you find the piece that matches is you will either, you have two options depending on what works better in your head. In the start I did this, which is where I rotated the whole cube so that the piece that matches is in the back. Or if it works fine for you, you can just say that I know this piece matches, just turn it so that it's in the back, and then do the algorithm that I'm about to show you. To make it a little bit easier for you though, I'm going to be showing you it where the entire thing is in the back where it matches. What you want to do is, it's easier for me to do left, right, so you could do it the other way though, so it's up to you. You go down on the left, down on the right, up on the left, up on the right. And you see that all that did was really take out this piece that we had already solved, right? So basically what you do is you just put that back in like you did for regular edges. So you're going to move that over so that you can't see the yellow, right? And the red matches. You're going to move up the side that the yellow is not on, move it in, and bring it back down. And you'll see that that did one of two things. It will give you this case where the centers are swapped in one direction or another, or the whole thing will be solved. So let me show you how to deal with this. Alright, so you can have it so that the center either needs to move back here, so the red needs to go here, the green needs to go here, the blue needs to go here, Or you can have it where instead of going counterclockwise, it needs to go clockwise, where the green needs to move here, the red needs to go here, and the blue needs to go there. So you could do the same algorithm that I'm about to show you twice, or you can just do the opposite. So the easier one, I think, is where you have this right here, where it needs the green or whatever color needs to go clockwise. So if this piece needs to move here, center needs to go there, so on. What you'll do is you'll just hold whatever side in front of you, bring the right side up, over, down, over, up, over, down, over. And see, that's the same algorithm, same moves over and over again. And yeah, that should be the entire thing. Congratulations. Or you got the other thing where it needs to go counterclockwise. And so what you can do is you'll just, instead of doing U, you'll just do a U prime. So bring this side up, over, down, over, up, over, down, over. And that's all of Pyraminx. That's all you need to know. There are much easier methods, not easier, that's probably the easiest method. There are more advanced ones, but that's just a basic tutorial. And yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you all later. Bye.